Alright, peace. Back another lesson. Today we're going to be exposing the government by name for spraying our air with chemtrails. Alright, I'm going to give a special shout out again to my man right here, Chris Hawkeye Naga Serpentine. One more time to confirm that we are God. When you say the phrase Amen, you're praising the black man. You're saying thank you. You're praising us. Amen. Amen Ra. Amen. Black. The black one, the hidden one. That's what you're saying. When you say Amen at the end of your prayers, you're praying to black people. Amen. Alright? That's what you're doing. But you're praying to us in secret, but you don't realize it. Once you waking up to who you are, you know that you God. So right here, who am I? These are the words of Ra. I am Ra in the morning, Ra at noon, Ra in the evening. Okay? Don't get thrown off with this hawk head. This is just like a mask, like a mascot. The hawk. Okay? And this right here, the Ankh, this is the fallopian tube, and this is the male phallus. When you come together, you spark that fire, you procreate, you bring forth life. Now, let's go here. Let's get it in. I highly advise you to take notes. I'm going to put this link in my description box. Now you can know who's spraying the air with chemtrails. It's the government. They're killing the earth. When they kill the earth, they kill you. They spray the air with chemtrails, and you got to breathe that in. Oxygen, O2, oxygen. They put fluoride in the water. You got to drink that stuff. They're killing you. They're killing the earth. They're killing you. Spraying the skies. 1975. U.S. patent for powder contrail generation. This is U.S. patent. This is United States patent. They got this stuff patent. Powder contrail generation. Inventors. Donald K. Burke. These guys are located in Chicago. This is a damn shame. These are all the names. This is posted. Infowars.com posted it back in 2010. Posted, and this story is a very interesting PDF file for a 1975 U.S. patent issued to Donald K. Burrell, Romus Conspiris, Sidney Katz, assigned through the U.S. Navy that describes a dispersion method for a powder contrail. Okay, they got the patent, they got the layout, they got the blueprints. Alright, it says, see that, as other researchers have also pointed out, the powder contrail generation patent documents could be a useful clue into the true agenda of the purpose of the chemtrail phenomenon, which is clearly tied to almost a century of man-made weather manipulation. So, out here in Chicago, it's snowing. How the hell is it snowing in March? It says already it is admitted that the government has experimented with geoengineering, which it says would help reflect heat and combat phony global warming. Climate change. Global warming is garbage. It's a hoax. Goes on to say that it also references 5 other patents that deal with aviation fuel dispersants that go back to the 1920s. And it says it further references the shop application as to create a radar jamming reflector screen and other potential applications, including the use of numerous other powder formulas. So you got here 1927. This is patent March 1st by Brander and Oglesby for the process of producing smoke clouds from moving aircraft. June 30th, 1936, Glenn H. Murray, and assigned by Phillips Petroleum for skywriting apparatus. April 8, 1952, patent by Oswin B. Wilcox, and assigned to Pont Du, aka DuPont, for process for producing improved TO2 titanium pigments. And they got also another patent in 1969 for titanium dioxide pigment coated with silica and aluminum. This is a damn shame. September 29, 1970 patent. Neil Gospey, Russell R. May. Improved. They got a patent now for improved metal oxide pigment. These fools are trying to kill us. Inventor, these dudes are from Chicago. These dudes are from Illinois. Hillside, Riverside, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. These dudes, this is a damn shame. These dudes need to be locked the hell up. This is a goddamn shame. This is ridiculous. The method, it says the method of producing a light radiation scattering contrail comprising surface treating light scattered powder particles to minimize the in-particle cohesive forces. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So those lines that you see in the sky, those are not from airplane fuels leaving their emissions line. No, jet planes do not leave long streaky lines in the air for a long ass time. No, these devils are putting toxic chemicals in the air, and we know that our bodies are made of chemicals. So you breathe in these chemicals that these people are spreading in the air, and it's slowly killing your ass. You got the tanks, the nitrogen gas stored in cylinder tanks 25 and 26 is charged with 1800 PSIG, for example. This is a damn shame. They trying to kill our ass. They don't give a shit about you. You think they give a shit about you? No, they don't care about you. Why do you think Michael Jackson made that song? All I want to really say is they don't really care about us. Why do you think he made that song? This is ridiculous, man. Chemtrails, the list of patents for stratospheric aerial spraying programs. Do you know what the stratosphere means? Meaning the upper heavens. Here's a long list of other patents related to the atmospheric or weather manipulation posted by Neil Foster of the Sovereign Independent U.S. Patent, United States Patent and Trademark Office. Here's a patent number right here. Here's the patent number right here, and this was back in 1920. Process and apparatus for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mist. So when you look up in the sky, you think those are clouds? You're looking at artificial clouds. They make their own snow. March 1st, 1927, process of producing smoke clouds for moving aircraft. 1927, electric heater. April 10, 1928, process of producing artificial fogs. 1932, atomicizing attachment for airplane engine exhaust. 1933, electrical system and method. 1934, airplane spray equipment. Where did they get all this money from? If the United States was supposed to be so damn broke, how the hell is getting all this funding and money to do all this stuff? October 15, 1946, smoke producing mixture. Here's the patents. I'm going to put this in my description box. September 6, 1949, aerial discharge device. October 24, 1951, process for controlling weather. These white devils are controlling the weather. So when the weatherman come on and say, hey, to be a bright sunny day. Yeah, okay, we think it'll be a bright sunny day. The next day it starts snowing. Because these fools are messing with the weather. They're playing God. They're trying to be like us. They're messing with nature. Black folks, we do not go against nature. It's not in our DNA. Black folks do not take animals out of their natural habitat and put them in zoos on public display and charge you people to come out and see them do tricks. So they took the animals out of their natural habitat and brought them over here to America. Then they took the Negro out of their natural habitat in Africa and brought them over here to America. You see, is that a big coincidence? You niggas better think. You niggas better wake the hell up to who you are. We are the descendants of the all-powerful Creator. 1951, October 9th, method for crystal formation and precipitation. June 15, 1952, material disseminating apparatus for airplanes. These are all the patents. This is U.S. patent. So don't try to come on my channel, YouTube, community team reviewers, or who the hell you are, and come on me and try to shut my ass down because I'm reading what you all is admitted to doing. April 8, 1952, production of the TiO2 pigment reference in, these are all the patents. Listen to this. October 14, 1952, metal chloride screening smoke mixture. They got a steam generator, a smoke generator, method and apparatus for detecting minute crystal forming particles suspended in a gaseous atmosphere, controllable dispersal device, decomposition chamber for the monopropellant fuel, generation of electrical fields. Why are they doing all this stuff? Listen to this, man. Aerial insecticide dusting device. They got a cloud seeding carbon dioxide bullet. Who the hell are y'all trying to go to war with? A cloud seeding carbon dioxide bullet? Well, we know the niggas, and since we are God in flesh, we are carbon 7 beings. This is for y'all trying to kill us. Y'all hate us that much? Well, guess what? The Bible is true. God says, Jacob, I have loved, Esau I have hated. You the devil. Wicked, devilish men and women do stuff like this. Black folks, we just want to be left the hell alone. We don't bother anybody. March 24, 1964, silver iodide cloud seeding generator. 1931, March 31st, 1964, generation of ice nucleating crystals. April 28, 1964, electrostatic mixing and microbole convergence, self-focusing antenna system, metallic composition for production of hygroscopic smoke. God damn. January 24, 1967, means for communication through a layer of ionized gases. These are all the patents. April 11, 1961, cloud seeding apparatus. 1968, they can make their own rain? What the fuck? Come on, man. What type of shit is this? November 12, 1968, automatically adjustable airfoil spray system pump with spray system with pump. February 25th, 1969, rainmaker. So they got a machine. They got their own machine to make their own weather. They got 1969, method for apparatus seeding clouds. May 20th, 1969, trap electromagnetic radiation communications system. They got an artificial ion cloud, method of producing participation from the atmosphere. They got freezing nucleation, meaning freezing like snow. They got methods of increasing irradiation of planet surface areas. They got methods of increasing the likelihood of precipitation by the artificial introduction of seawater vapor into the atmosphere windward of an airlift region. They got 1971 methods of treating atmospheric conditions. What's wrong with the air? Back in ancient times, they wasn't messing with the air. They wasn't messing with nature. Who y'all trying to kill? 1971, October 19, weather modification method. They got December 28, 1971, combustible composition for generating aerosols particularly suitable for cloud modification and weather control and aerosolization process. They got this patent. They say this patent is a reissue of patent combustible compositions for generating aerosols particularly suitable for cloud modification and weather control process. They got solar temperature inversion device. Man, this is my God. 1972 Pyrotechnics comprising oxide of silver for weather modification use. They killing our ass. They got air control. They got air pollution control method. They got a rocket having barium release system to create ion clouds in the upper atmosphere. They got methods of generating ice nuclei smoke particles for weather modification and apparatus. Therefore, freezing nuclear. Let's see what this stuff is. Freezing. They got freezing nuclear. That's a form of snow. That's making your own snow. A freezing nuclear for clouds essentially consisting of inorganic and soluble solid oxide substrate and a salt of classing consisting of sodium and potassium and iodates burned on the surface thereof. These are chemicals that they are putting in the air. These are patents. This is the United States government. They tell you what they're doing to you. And you fools won't look up nothing what they're doing. Method for fog dispersion, they got a vortex rain generator, a smoke generator. Method of controlling and or improving high latitude and other communications or radio wave surveillance systems by partial control of radio wave, etc. Pyrotechnic cloud seeding composition, weather modification automatic cartridge dispenser. They got a fluid bed chop dispenser. They got a white covered sheet material capable of reflecting ultraviolet rays. This is it right here. This is what they're using to block the sun out. Ultraviolet rays, that goes back to the sun. August 31st, 1982, they got a white covered sheet material capable of reflecting ultraviolet rays. Let's see what ultraviolet rays. Ultraviolet rays is UV light. Now I guess you'll wake up to believe that you are God. If you want to believe for me, the black man, I guess you want to hear for the white man. Since you love the white man so much, let's let the white man tell you. So you got, give me 1 second. And please forgive me for my foul language, but guess what? If you read something like this should piss you off too. They killing your babies, man. Your babies gotta breathe this stuff in. Your babies have to bring this. They have to breathe this stuff in. All these patents they got is for the air and the water. The air that you breathe is oxygen, CO2, right? Since you don't want to believe me, let's let the white man tell you. Okay? So let's do a search on this. And let's look up ultraviolet rays definition. Let's see what it says. Ultraviolet rays, electromagnetic radiation beyond the violet end of the visible spectrum. They are not visible to humans. They are produced by the sun, but are absorbed to a large extent by particles of dust and smoke in the Earth's atmosphere. They are also produced by the sun's so-called lamps. So, since we Negroes, we are God. The sun is our energy, is our source of. That's our the energy. The sun is an energy source for us. It powers us up like we are walking battery. So we just looked up what UV light is, right? UV light. It goes back to the sun. So now you wonder why your mood swings is all off and you all out of whack because these white devils done sprayed this shit in the air to block the sun out for giving us our vitamin D. So now we got to substitute because we don't have our life support, the sun as our energetic source of power. They spray this shit in the air, and then we got to substitute that with vitamin D milk. And we know that milk is processed. So it says, let's look at what the sun is made of. Let's see. The sun is a magnetic field. It generates a magnetic field. It includes oxygen, carbon, neon, and iron. Okay? And it tells you what the sun is capable of doing. Alright? Sunlight. The sun is composed primarily of the chemical elements of hydrogen. That's one of the elements that makes us up. Hydrogen. The hydrogen and most of the helium in the sun will have been produced by the Big Bang nucleosynthesis in the first 20 minutes of the universe. So, this is ridiculous. They spraying this stuff in the air, man, and they trying to block the sun out. Why are they blocking the sun out? Because the sun does something to black folks. It powers us up. It powers us up. So we look up ultraviolet rays. Let's see. So when you click on, let's see, let's type in UV light. It's the same light that Blade used on them white vampires. So let's go back to the thing. In 1982, they have a white sheet material capable of reflecting ultraviolet rays. So what does reflect mean? So they got a sheet that reflects. A white covered sheet. They're trying to cover something up to reflect. So what does reflect mean? So we see here that ultraviolet UV designates a band of the electromagnetic spectrum with wavelength. UV radiation is present in sunlight and contributes about 10% of the total light output of the sun. It is also produced by electric arcs and specialized lights, such as mercury vapor lights, tanning lamps, and black lights. Although long wavelength ultraviolet is not considered an ionizing radiation because its photons lack the energy to ionize atoms. this out. So check this out. Suntan and sunburn are familiar effects of overexposure of the skin to UV, along with higher risk of skin cancer. Living things on dry land will be severely damaged by ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and most of it will not filter out by the Earth's atmosphere. More energetic, shorter wavelength extreme UV below 121 nanometers ionizes air so strongly that it is absorbed before it reaches the ground. Ultraviolet is also responsible for the formation of bone strengthening vitamin D in most land vertebrates, including humans. What humans? Black folks, niggas. So you got sunburn. Who gets sunburn? White folks. So who's spraying this shit in the air? White people. Black folks ain't got it. We ain't got no money like that. We ain't got money for all these big ass tanks. So you got suntan. Suntan, or simply tanning, is the process whereby skin color is darkened or tan. It is most often a result of exposure to ultraviolet or UV radiation from sunlight or from artificial sources. So who gets suntans? White people. White people. I'm not speaking this on race hate. I'm speaking this on facts. This is facts. So it says cross-sectional view showing skin tone becoming darkened due to the production of more melanin to overcome DNA damage caused by UV radiation. So let's go back here, and it says, now check it out. They're telling you, melanin is a natural pigment produced by cells called melanocytes in a process called melanogenesis. Melanocytes produce two types of melanin: pheomelanin, red, and eumelanin, very dark brown. Melanin protects the body by absorbing UV radiation. Excessive UV radiation causes sunburn along with other direct and indirect DNA damage to the skin. And the body naturally combats and seeks to repair the damage and protect the skin by creating and releasing further melanin into the skin cells. So, who has eumelanin? It says dark. They gave the answer right there, very dark. Let's click on eumelanin. This goes back to DNA, genes. So you got eumelanin polymers have been long thought to comprise numerous cross-linked, whatever this is, carboxylic acid, right? And it says pheomelanins or pheomelanins impart a pink to red hue, depending upon their concentration. Pheomelanins are particularly concentrated in the lips, nipples, glands of the penis and vagina. When a small amount of brown eumelanin in hair, which would otherwise cause blonde hair, is mixed with red melanin. So you got neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is a dark, insoluble polymer pigment produced in specific populations of neurons in the brain. Alright, so you got they say that pheomelanin are people with pink skin. Now I'm proving all of this with science. I'm not even using the Bible. I'm using science. The stuff that they wrote, I'm using this stuff against them. So here's melanin pigment light refracting granular material. Melanoma. We went over this before. So you got albinism. Albinism occurs when melanocytes produce little melanin. Right? So this baby lacks melanin. So that means that the genes is all messed up. Okay? And then it goes on here, it talks about substantia nigra. Well, let's go back to the fetal male. See, this is dealing with DNA, genes. Okay? It's dealing with genes. Alright? Don't get mad at me. What the hell you get mad at me for? I'm learning. I'm learning about science. Pheomelanin. Let's type in, it said, this thing said pheomelanin, people have pink skin. Let's see what that is. Let's type in melanoma. So you got melanoma. It's a type of cancer that develops from the pigment containing cells known as melanocytes. Melanomas typically occur in the skin, but may rarely occur in the mouth, intestine, the eyes, all that stuff, right? The primary cause of melanoma is ultraviolet light exposures in those with low levels of skin pigment. This is science. I'm not speaking race hate. I'm speaking science. This is science. The UV light may be from either the sun or from other sources such as tanning devices. Who gets some tanning devices? White folks. This is white skin, and this is what's happening to their skin. It's getting burnt up. It's like something being burnt. The sun is burning y'all ass up. You're vampires. That's what you are. You're vampires. Black folks, you Negroes, you niggas, you are Blade. These white folks are vampires. They're telling you. Melanoma is the most dangerous type of skin cancer. Melanoma is more common in men than women. Melanoma has become more common since the 1960s in areas which are mostly populated with white people. Who are white people? I didn't put this word white people right here. They put it there. It says symptoms from melanoma is sunscreen, avoiding UV light, and deaths is 59,800, 2015 alone. Now let's say white people. Let's click on white people. White people is a classification specified used mostly and often exclusively for people of European descent, depending on context, nationality, and point of view. So as a race of people, white folks are Europeans. As a race of people, black folks are Negroes, niggas, Negritians. We are God. They're telling you clear as day on this Wikipedia site. And listen to this. The concept of a unified white race did not achieve universal acceptance in Europe when it first came into use in the 17th century. The strongest proponent of racialism in 20th century Europe, Nazi Germany, regarded some European people such as Slavs as racially distinct from themselves. Prior to the modern age, no European peoples regarded themselves as white, but rather defined their race, ancestry, or ethnicity in terms of their nationality. Moreover, there is no accepted standard for determining the geographic barrier between white and non-white people. So as a race, white is a color, but as a race, you are called Europeans. Now when it comes down to the Negroes, you don't know what to call us. You call us all kind of stuff. But guess what? Guess who we are? We are God. We're your makers. So, the damn Wikipedia just call you all Slavs. Let's see what Slavs are. Slavs are an Indo-European ethno-linguistic group who speaks the various Slavic languages of the larger Balto-Slavic linguistic group. They are native to Eurasia, stretching from Central, Eastern, and Southeastern Europe. all the way north and eastward to Northeast Europe, Northern Asia, Siberia, and Central Asia, Pakistan, and whatever, Turkmenistan, as well as historically in Western Europe. I'm learning about your race, about your people. So as a race, as a tribe, this is what you're called as a tribe. Slavs are the largest ethno-linguistic group in Europe. So you white people are European descent. You are Ashkenaz, Turkish Mongoloid descent. Slavs are the largest ethno-linguistic group in Europe. Present-day Slavic people are classified into East Slavs, chiefly as Belar Russians, Ukrainians, West Slavs, chiefly the Czechs, the Kashubs, the Moravians, the Poles, the Slavics, the Sorbs, and South Slavs, the Macedonians, the Serbs, okay? Don't get mad at me. Look the information up. They tell me where you white people come from. Don't get mad. Don't get pissed off at me. You was killing black folks by the droves the whole time, not even knowing who you killing. Calling us niggas, not knowing the whole time. When you say nigga, you were saying, Master, you are my God. You're calling us God, because we are God. So the white folks did not give black people the name nigga. We named ourselves that. Okay? Now, let's look back to this site. So, we got here, 1982, procedure for the artificial modification of atmospheric precipitation as well as compounds and sulfide base for use in carrying out procedure. They got an atmosphere modification satellite. They got all this stuff, man. Who the hell they going to war with? Who they trying to go to war with? They got a liquid propane generator for cloud seeding apparatus. This is ridiculous. 1987, December 8th, method and apparatus for creating an artificial electron cyclotron heating region of plasma. They make their own fall. Look at this. 1980, August 14th, they got a laser optical measuring device and method for stabilizing fringe pattern spacing. This is sad, man. This is ridiculous. They trying to kill us. They are killing us. They don't try. They're killing us. June 9th, 1988, use of artificial satellites in Earth's orbits adaptively to modify the effect that solar radiation would otherwise have on Earth's weather. They're messing with the solar system. June 15, 1999, system and method for remediation of selected atmospheric conditions. Let's see what else they got. Solvent detergents, emulsions having antiviral activity. They got a solar-powered airplane. They got synthetically spun silk nanofibers and a process for making the same. I'm gonna put this in my description box. All these patents, I thought the U.S. government was supposed to be broke. Where the hell get all this money from? It was never broke. They lied to you. The joke is on you. They tricked your ass. They make their own money. They make the rules, they break the rules. So since you want to hear from me, I guess you love the white man so much, the European man. Well, I guess you believe him. But guess what? Every time at the end of your prayers, when you say the word Amen, guess who you stand? Guess who you praying to? Guess who you giving salutation to? or recommendation to, or honor and glory to, the black man. Every time you say amen at the end of your prayers, you're praying to a black man. To a black man. See, once you learn how to put the pieces together, you will not be deceived anymore. They have taught us to hate Egypt so much, and taught us to hate the Egyptians so much, when it was all BS from the beginning. They done twisted our Bible up so much and tampered with it, you can't even trust in it. They got their numerology in the book, in the Bible. So the people who printed the Bible and wrote the Bible were Freemasons. When you say amen, amen, they call Christ amen. They call him amen. When you prove it, you prove it. 1 second. Stay right there. Don't touch that down. Stay right there. Ask your camps to teach you this stuff. Why aren't your camp teaching you stuff? Why aren't your pastors and preachers and leaders teaching you this stuff? Why are they leaving you left out in the dark? Why? This is sad, man. This is ridiculous. They're killing us. And they don't care. Because they got underground cities, underground. They got cities underground. They got tunnels that go they got tunnels and layers that go miles and miles. They got food underground. They got a civilization underground. Living good. And we up here on the surface struggling. Well, let's go back here to the book. The original names and description of God and Jesus. And like I said, the oldest name for God is nigger. Our oldest name is nigger. That's the name that we gave ourselves. Because we made ourselves. Now, it said, when you say amen, see, this book is about us. This book is about us. When you talk about the Ancient of Days with woolly hair and Jesus with woolly hair, they were describing you all along. But you didn't know it. You didn't realize it. Revelation 22:13 says, I'm the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. The end, the first and the last. Not the end, E-N-D, the end. It should also be recognized that the word nigger or nigger means burnt. To infer that Jesus' arms and feet were burnt is implying that he possessed a black color. There was a war that was started. That was fought in 705 AD of a quarrel with Jesus Christ on one side and Emperor Justinian on the second. And it showed that Christ had kinky woolly hair. And they said the image of the corn placed beyond a doubt that he was a Negro. And it was, he is a Negro. This coin was of high interest, which later generated a war between Byzantine neighboring nations concerning its ownership. Cambridge Encyclopedia Collection, coin collection. I didn't write none of this stuff. Don't get pissed off at me. I'm speaking upon the things you afraid to say. Because you niggas are pussies. You're pussified. You're scared to go on this YouTube platform and voice your opinion, use your voice, speak out. You say, oh, our ancestors died so we can have a chance to speak. Well, I don't see none of you all doing that. You come on my channel talking shit, don't make no videos at all. People out here putting their necks on the line, exposing this wicked ass government, and you all are sitting back and not saying nothing. Like I said, man, I know who I am. You can come on my channel, quote my verses all you want. If you can't break down to me who and what God is made of, you can't tell me a damn thing. You can't tell me a damn thing. You can't tell me nothing. Those scientists, these European scientists who have studied your ass from left to right, knows you in and out. So if he has studied you, why is he studying you? Why would someone study you unless he's your enemy? Unless he's your enemy. That's what your enemy does. Your enemy studies you. He's trying to learn everything about you so he can destroy you and use your blood, your DNA as a weapon. He's trying to weaponize you. I'm trying to wake you the hell up to who you are. And you don't want to believe me. Do you know what the word evolution really means, actually stands for? So if I took you through my channel right now, and I can show you where I started from and where I'm at now, that's called evolving. That's called learning. Evolving. I have learned. I'm constantly learning. Evolving. Evolve means to grow. Evolution. Through stages. Let's look at what evolution actually means. See, you niggas just think evolution just comes from Charles Darwin, because you know he was a racist, and he talked about that crap, natural selection, survival of the fittest. But no, you got a God on here telling you what the hell these words actually mean, because you Negroes are too scared to do research on your own, and you want to be spoon-fed everything. And since you hear me talking, you just think I got the absolute truth. I know it all. No. So what does evolution actually stand for? The gradual development of something, especially from a simple to a more complex form. Or it says development, advancement, growth, rise, progress, progression. So that's what I have done. I can take you through my channel right now, and I can show you where I started from, all the way from last year up until now. I evolved in my lessons. And the information I put out, I evolved from it. So here's my channel, my YouTube channel. Here's my videos. And I can take you all the way from the beginning, all up until now. And I got like 150 some videos. You know how much time that takes? You know how much time that takes? I don't talk about the same topic. I don't just talk about breaking down movies in the Bible all the time. It gets boring and becomes very repetitive. You keep on talking about the same old stuff. Passover, feast days, We the chosen people. Okay, we know that. So what else? What else we need to be learning about? You Negroes have become stagnant in your learning. I'm not stagnant. I'm forever growing. I'm forever growing, forever learning. And I'm not afraid to question my reality. I'm not afraid to question white folks. I've done it. So I can show you, this is my very first video. This is 6 months ago. Racist white boy dies for 3 minutes and reports that he said that Jesus is a nigger. I started all from down here. Alright? This is progress. This is evolution. This is change. This is growth. This is dedication. This is hard work. I could be easily charge y'all niggas by the droves to put lessons up. Because everybody wants something to believe in. I gotta tell you my videos, in every one of my videos, don't believe a damn what I say. I could be lying to your ass. I'm not on here to give you a feel-good message speech. I'm telling you what's going on in the world, what's going on in your reality, and who's doing this stuff to you. But your camps, GOCC, I'm calling you niggas out. GOCC, ISBK, IUIC, all them niggas are government COINTELPRO set up by the government. All of them. Agents. They give you bits and pieces of the truth, but then they come tell you, if you want to learn more about the truth, you gotta come join the academy and give us $50. Nigga, please. Please, you a damn joke. Get the hell out of here. You a joke. Y'all niggas some jokes. Y'all phony. Y'all false. When I click on these high subscribing people's channels who are so-called Hebrew Israelites, why is it that when I click on their channels, how come I don't see stuff like this pop up? How come I don't see none of their videos being restricted? If we all teach them from the Bible, and we all saying the same damn thing, we are God's chosen people, how come I don't see none of this pop up about their videos being restricted and videos being deleted? What am I saying different that these other people are not saying? And why am I being targeted? What am I saying that's pissing these white people off? It's got to be something I'm saying is true, or they wouldn't be doing stuff like this to me. Now, in this particular video, I didn't even call them out. I was talking about the Garden of Eden story. In this story here, in this video here, I said Gabriel is the being that seduced Eve in the garden. And I click on it, and these devils block my video. They censor my video. You can't share it, you can't like it, do a damn thing. So when you say stuff like this, you become a target, you become a threat. Just 3 weeks ago in my home, my wife was on her laptop video FaceTiming our daughter. And she turned the camera off. And all of a sudden the camera turned back on. And she started getting burned. And her hands started cramping up. And she said, somebody's burning me. I told her ass that the government has they have had this technology for a long time, where they can see what you're doing and they can hear what you're saying. And you all don't think this stuff is real? You crazy. What world are you living in? You living under a damn rock? You niggas is still holding on to that false ass name Yahweh, Yahuwah, Jehovah, when I done clearly showed you where the root of it comes from. Their own scholars admitted that the name Yahweh, that tetragram is made up. It doesn't predate the second N-word. We can give a timeline on the name Yahweh, but the second N-word, you can't even date that. They ain't got no date. They ain't got no, they can't even carbon date that word. But go ahead, keep on believing in them false ass camps and your leader that you look up to that's got the high YouTube subscribers and giving you these feel good messages, and you paying these people money to come out and celebrate these feast days and Sabbath days and new moons and all this stuff, when you got bigger problems to worry about? The air that you breathe is killing you. They're spraying chemicals in the air, and we are constantly breathing it in on a daily basis. Every day you step out your house to breathe the air, you slowly dying. Your body is being broken down by the day. Your body is being broken down every day you breathe in the air, and the water you drink. Your body is constantly being broken down, day after day. So either this is going to continue on, and they're going to keep on killing us, or either we are in need of a Calvary. We are in need of salvation. We are in need of a Savior to come save us. Either it's going to be the S-O-N or the S-U-N. One of the two is going to be our salvation. And by the looks of it, through science, and what's shown provably through historical records, is that these white folks are trying to block out the sun, the S-U-N. And when you read this verse, Malachi 3:16, was it Malachi 3:6? What was that, 3:16? I got 4 minutes left. And I hope you all take heed to this message, man. I'm not out here for your money. I don't give a shit about your money. I don't care about your money. I work a 9-to-5 job just like you. I'm going to take money out your pockets for it, and you got to feed your babies. I'll be a damn fool. So don't come on my channel and ask me to set up a PayPal account or GoFundMe page or any stuff like that, because I'm going to deny it. I'm going to deny it. I'm going to turn you away. I'm going to turn you down. I'm going to do just like Jesus did in the New Testament when he came in, when he went into the money changers, and he threw the money changers over, threw the tables over. He said, what the hell are y'all doing here? You know, turned my father's house into a den of thieves. That's what you niggas are. You niggas are the den of thieves. You're robbers. It says, will a man rob God? Yeah, you niggas are robbing God. You are taking God's people's money out of their pockets and charging them to read a book that your ass can crack open and read the same damn verses that they're reading. You can read the same damn stuff. But you too lazy. You don't want to put the work in. You don't want to do what the Bible says. You talk the Bible, but you don't live it. You should be able to pull out a particular passage and put that in your modern day reality life and live it. And you niggas don't live by none of it. None of it. Whenever somebody tells you, give me money so you can read the same book they're reading, and you all are going to give two different interpretations of it, and just because the person who says give me money, they speak more eloquently and do these big ass words to trip you up, and you become intoxicated. You become fumigated by it. Because they speak so eloquent and proper. Guess what? This nigga right here, I'ma speak in layman's terms, I'ma speak in dummy terms, so the slow, dumb, deaf, and retarded can understand this. Even a baby. If a third grader and a grown-ass adult was standing next to each other, and I broke this stuff down to all both individually, the third grader will make you all look like some fools. The third grader say, man, this nigga dumb. He don't know a goddamn thing. That's right. I'm not holding my tongue back. I'm speaking how I should speak. I don't care who's watching or listening. I'm speaking. I'm using my freedom of speech. If you don't like my profanity or my vernacular speech, get the hell off my channel, because this is not for you. I'm warning you now. Get the hell off my channel. Do not tell me how to speak or use less profane words. I don't give a care about that. Did they say that when they was lynching our ancestors by the droves? No. They didn't give a shit. So guess what? I don't give a shit. I'm here to wake you all up to who you are. And the whole world knows that you have been looking for a God in a book the whole time, when the whole time you are walking around and you are God. Whenever my own boss can tell me that he knows we are God. With that being said, peace.